going on, everybody? CTM Sports. Couple topics today. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Comment below. Let me know what you think about some of the sport takes I talk about today. So we finna get right into it. The first one is, can the Lakers win game 3 against the Timberwolves? I think they're playing in Timberwolves in Minnesota. Can they win game 3? Let me know in the comments. Do you think the Lakers can win game 3? The way they played in game 2, they won the game. But like I said earlier today, they're going to have to play at a high pace. Game 1, they scored 95. Game 2, they scored 94. To win in the playoffs, in my opinion, you're going to have, especially when you get deep in the play, you're probably going to have to score about 110 to 115 to win. I think the Minnesota gave them that game in the first half, but going to Minnesota, I don't know if they're gonna take the foot off the gas. I don't think they're gonna take their foot off the gas when they go play Game 3 in Minnesota. So the Lakers gonna have to come with it. I don't know if the Lakers can keep the pace up. They would have to keep to outscore Minnesota. I mean, they would. It would almost have to be running like Drew League kind of pace, where it's like up and down, up and down. You only got so much energy in you, and if you have that kind of pace, you have to end this in like 4-2 or something like that. You don't want to go like 4-3. You're gonna have to end it. Like you got to get it over with because the longer of the series they play, the more energy is gonna cost. And I don't know if LeBron has that much energy with only him and Luca. They need a third. They actually need a fourth person, a third and fourth person. Like say Austin Reeves would have to average 22 to 25 a game, and then another person probably have to average like 18. They need four scorers. They need Luca, LeBron, Austin Reeves, and then they need a fourth person to average probably like 18 to 20, something like that. This is what I'm seeing when I watch them play. Um, Another thing to think about is Anthony Edwards. Is he gonna turn up game 3? It's only a matter of time before he go off. I really don't like Julius Randle paired with him, but if Julius Randle could turn it on, it's gonna be a tough series for the Lakers. Though it's gonna be a tough series, but we'll see. Thing about the playoffs when you playing a team 7 games and they start really downloading you and watching you on the game film, you really have to make sure that you're on top of your game. You really do, because it becomes harder and harder each game you play. But I have a feeling the Timberwolves not gonna go down without a fight. And I just don't know if the Lakers have enough manpower to beat the Timberwolves. And even if they do, will they have enough energy for the next series? Because truth be told, if the Lakers win this series, guess who they play next? Whoever win between the Rockets and the Warriors, and we're gonna talk about that next. Matter of fact, let's talk about it now. Can the Warriors sweep the Rockets? The answer is yes, they can. But Houston is probably not gonna, they probably gonna Houston probably gonna lose this series 4-2. I wanna say the Warriors can sweep these guys, but they probably gonna give them a game. They probably gonna lose one game. Probably like 4-1, 4-2. Warriors gonna win. However, if the Lakers play the Warriors, I don't know if they have enough manpower to beat the Warriors. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Do the Lakers have enough manpower to beat the Warriors? I don't think so. LeBron and Jimmy Butler, that I mean, you could consider that a wash. Luca and Steph, mm, I don't know if he's gonna be chasing Steph around screens. He's gonna get whatever shot he want. They got Draymond Green. The Lakers don't have anybody else past those two. So it'll be an interesting matchup. Nuggets and Clippers. They really close in talent. And I think the Nuggets probably gonna edge it out. I think they're gonna figure it out. I know they fired Mike Malone. He ran kind of a different offense, but Michael Porter will have to step up and be the difference maker for the Nuggets to win. If not, they're gonna get upset by the Clippers. Because you only got a matter of time before you get that nuclear game from James Harden. And it's coming. Well, he just nobody can hold him. He doing the step back threes. And Jamal Murray's gonna be in for a rough night. Or Michael Porter step up, open up the court because he's shooting three lights out threes. If I was Michael Porter, though, I got a question. If I was Michael Porter, why don't he shoot more mid range as well if the three's not going down? He's 6'11". He's not blocking his shot. And I'm wondering why. If I was him, I'd be shooting elbow. If I'm not shooting threes, I'm at the elbow, either shooting jumpers or I'm taking one dribble, probably attacking the basket, trying to draw the foul. But that's just me. Thunder and Grizzlies. What more do I need to say? The Grizzlies are flushed. It's over with. However, the next topic is, man, what happened to the Bucks, man? Indiana is 2-0 over the Bucks. The Bucks try to stay in the game with them, but something's up with the Bucks. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know why they got Kyle Kuzma, man. He got to get better. I don't know why Giannis is getting his, but they got to get Dame back. They got to get Dame back in the floor thing because he had a really bad game. But it's his first game back, and yeah, you got to get Dame. 14 points not enough for Dame. He got to at least get like 22 somewhere in there, and Giannis get 34. Shout out to Bobby Portis, man, scoring 28. Something's up with the Bucks. I don't know if it's the injuries, chemistry's off, something ain't hitting right. And I think what's the name probably gonna lose his job. I don't know why they hired him in the first place, but um, Doc Rivers, I don't know. He not making some adjustments or something ain't hitting right. I don't know what's going on. Something ain't right though. Knicks and Pistons. Let's talk about the West. Bracket predictions West. Then we get ready to get off here. I think the Warriors are gonna beat the Rockets. I think the Timberwolves are gonna beat the Lakers. If the Timberwolves played the Warriors, be the 6 and 7 seed. They're so close. I don't know if Timberwolves can match up well against the Warriors. Now they got Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is the X factor for them. I don't know if they got anybody that can hold Jimmy Butler perimeter wise. I don't know if Anthony Edwards is gonna chase around Steph Curry. Probably have Mike Conley doing that. But we'll see. If the Lakers win and play the Warriors, that's gonna be a tough matchup. Either one of those guys gonna have a tough matchup against the Warriors. Nuggets and Clippers. Thunder is gonna win that series without question. Nuggets and Clippers. I would love to see the Nuggets play the Thunder. It'd be a great matchup because they both got like depth, a lot of long, athletic people playing each other. But if the Clippers was to play the Thunder, that could be an upset. I don't know why I can see the Clippers upsetting the Thunder, but I could definitely see that. If Kawhi is healthy and James Harden is healthy, I could definitely see that. But the Grizzlies are going to have to get some shooters on their team. They got too many athletes, but not enough shooters on their team. They need like a shooter, like I'm trying to think who is a shooter they need. Somebody like a Austin Reeves kind of person or a Jalen Brown. They need like a Jalen Brown kind of person, something like that. They can shoot. Or like a Pritchard. Somebody like that, like a Pritchard, 6 man of the year Pritchard. Somebody like that. They need somebody else to go with John Morant. He can only do so much on his own. But the rest of those guys are just kind of like good role players, but they need a shooter though. If they don't get a shooter, they're not gonna win. They're not gonna go deep in the playoffs. They just too easy to guard because they too athletic. And when you play somebody that's athletic, you just give them space and you're gonna have to dare them to shoot it. And that's just what it is. Or John Morant gonna have to really work on his game in the summer and become an all around player other than just athletic. So well, that's the West. Let's go look at the East. The Cavaliers and Heat. Cavaliers, they're gonna flush the Heat. There's no question. They're getting flushed. Um, there's nothing to talk about that. Pacers and Bucks. I don't know what they got up their sleeve, but I think they may lose this series. The Bucks are probably gonna lose this series to the Pacers. The Pacers are playing good basketball. I mean, good team, lights out basketball. Be interesting to see if they can beat the Cavaliers. But they definitely got a nice, cohesive team. Shout out to the Indiana Pacers, man. They playing pretty good right now. The next one is the Knicks and the Pistons. In my opinion, the Knicks should flush the Pistons. They should, but they didn't. The series is tied 1-1. Cunningham had a great game. Cat, I told you if Cat dominate, nobody can beat the Knicks, but he's so up and down. I don't know if he forget that he's 6'11", 7 feet. Don't fall in love with the jumper so much, man. Go down there and dominate. Show him who the boss, man. You're the biggest guy on the court. You should be down on the block, taking advantage of that, drawing the fouls, mix your game up. Not saying you don't have to shoot, but don't have to shoot all the time. If you shoot 2 jumpers and then get 3 in the paint, then another jumper, balance your game out. There's no way that Cade Cunningham is holding you. You shouldn't take him to the rack every time. You shouldn't back him down every time. But shout out to Brunson. He's playing lights out. He needs somebody else to be more consistent with him. And I think Cat should be that guy. I'm calling out the Cat, man. You got to be better than that. Last part of that bracket. Oh, man. Celtics Magic. They getting flushed. The Magic is for to get flushed. 100%. No knock on the Magic. They pretty good young team, but they just don't have enough firepower to go against the Celtics. And what happened to KCP, man? He just getting older. He just collecting them checks. Keep collecting them checks, but he really got to work on his game, though. I mean, up his game because he only had how many points did he have last game? And shout out to Pablo, man. Pablo Banchero, man. He been balling, man, but he got to have some help. He gotta have some help. Let me look at this game. I looked at the game. Let's look at box score. Caldwell Pope had 3 points. Pablo had 32. Wagner had 25. They need that fourth score. I mean, 25, 32, 16, and 3. Like, if you're a starting guard and you're only getting 3 points, either the ball not moving around or you're not taking shots. You're just out there just to fill that spot. Caldwell Pope has to be better than that. Shout out to Pablo. He 32 points, man. He gonna be if they get him some more people, man, some more pieces, dude, they can build their franchise around him. He's pretty good. I like him. But, not enough against the Celtics. They're gonna be crushed. Well, they playing hard, though. I gotta give them their props, though. They are playing hard. Like I said, I don't see nobody beating the Celtics right now. I would love to see the Knicks Celtics matchup. That'll be a great matchup. But I think the Celtics probably gonna with guard play is gonna outdo the Knicks. They don't have enough guard play consistently to go with the Celtics. Like Jaylen Brown and Tatum, I don't know how much longer they're gonna be able to have them for because of the salary cap. But I mean, those two guys plus Pritchard and the other guy, forgot his name. Those guys are lights out. However, salary cap issues is going to be an issue for the Celtics. They're not going to be able to pay both of those guys long term. It's just not going to happen. So I can see them trying to win a couple of more rings before they have to figure out how who they're going to pick. You're going to have to pick Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum. You ain't going to be able to pay both of them max contracts and then still try to have a team that's worth anything as far as players is concerned. Yeah, and Derek White, pretty good. But with that being said, let me know who you got coming out of the East. Let me know who you got coming out of the West. Who do you think going to win championship this year? You think the Celtics going to two-peat, or do you think the Thunder probably can pull it out and try to win their first championship? Let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching. CTM Sports in the house. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. And
there can be only one.
Here we are. On to the